You're listening to the New York Sports Show, the #1 all New York sports podcast. Hosted by Dominic Konareski.
Hello and welcome to the New York Sports Show, your #1 all New York sports podcast. I'm your host, Dominic Konareski, and once again joined by Larry K. We're going to talk about the Yankees and how we're just two depressed Yankee fans. Is that right, Larry K?
Dom, you're spot on. This latest epic meltdown is on the manager. 100%. Nobody else.
100%.
How do you bring in Chad Green, who's lights out, and you see him getting hit, and yet you leave him in the game, rocket after rocket? At what point does Aaron Boone say, maybe he doesn't have it tonight?
Yeah.
Maybe I should go to somebody else because he's getting lit up like a fire plug. Unbelievable.
He was. And it really is unbelievable. Aaron Boone had Lucas Lipke warming up at the bullpen. What's the point of it? You're not planning on bringing him in.
I don't care if he had Glenn Allen Hill out in the bullpen. You got to get Green out of the game.
You gotta.
When he doesn't come in lights out, you got to remove him. You can't leave him in to get lit up like that. And Aaron Boone was a deer in the headlights. He didn't know what to do.
Exactly.
And he froze. That's on him.
100% that's on him. And you know what? The biggest thing about this whole thing is the fact that Aaron Boone just has no accountability.
No accountability.
No accountability whatsoever.
And when you want to talk about accountability, where's Hal Steinbrenner? Did he learn anything from George at all? He said, well, my father made moves and a lot of them were wrong. Well, guess what, Hal?
Yeah.
Your father has 7 World Series championships.
7.
You have one. 1 in 20 years. That's not acceptable. And by the way, the last championship was won when George Steinbrenner was still alive.
Yes.
Absolutely. Hal Steinbrenner doesn't have a clue. As long as he's making money, he couldn't care less about wins. That's the difference between him and his father.
Yes.
His father wanted championships. Hal Steinbrenner wants a full parking lot. $50 a seat to park.
You know what? And that is 100% true, okay? Hal Steinbrenner has had this team for what seems like forever, and what has he done with this team? As you just said, Larry K, 1 World Championship coming when his father was still alive. He has done nothing ever since his father passed away, you know, God bless his soul, but right now he is rolling around in his grave. He is disappointed in what Hal has done to this team. And in a way, even though Hal Steinbrenner is the owner, I would say that he's on the hot seat because he has to do something with this team. You have a general manager who's doing nothing really. He has his feet up on his desk, just enjoying it, smoking a cigar with no care in the world. And then you have a manager watching a team blow a 6-1 game.
Absolutely, Dom. You're spot on again. Brian Cashman has got to go.
Why?
To. 1 championship in 20 years. Some people will say, well, he won in the 90s. No, he didn't. That was Gene Michael's team that he inherited that won all those championships.
Exactly.
All Cashman did when he took over as general manager was dismantle the 90s Yankees. He ran Joe Torre out of town. He ran some of our best stars, Tino Martinez, Andy Pettitte, out of town. And what happened under Brian Cashman's watch? He didn't go after Randy Johnson. The Diamondbacks got him. Who beat us in Game 7?
Yep.
Randy Johnson.
2003.
2003, he didn't go after Curt Schilling. Who beat us? In 2004, Curt Schilling. Under Brian Cashman, the Red Sox have reversed the curse. That's unacceptable. They own us.
They do. They do. You know, the Red Sox have won more championships and has had over more World Series appearances than the Yankees. Under Hal Steinbrenner and Brian Cashman as a whole, more specifically in the last decade, okay? We have seen the Tampa Bay Rays be a dominant team, go from being the joke of the league, a bottom feeder, and now they're the dominant team again, making World Series appearances. Or the Baltimore Orioles have had more playoff appearances and more playoff games than the New York Yankees in the last 10 years, and I think that is disgusting.
You're absolutely right. I'm ready to vomit right now. Brian Cashman, people say, oh, he made some great deals. What great deals? For every great deal he made, he's got us handcuffed from some of the bad ones he made. When he brought in Ellsbury for $224 million, Ellsbury had the exact same stats as Brett Gardner, except Ellsbury stole 20 more bases. Big whoopee. He paid $200 million for 20 stolen bases?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
And you know what? It doesn't matter how many stolen bases you have. Yankees, we just got Tim Locastro, second fastest player in the MLB right now. We all know he's not going to be stealing bases. You know?
And you know what, Dom? How about yesterday? All right? Kudos. LeCastro hit his first home run as a Yankee.
Yeah.
Second and third. Luke Voigt on third. What did Paul O'Neill say? LeCastro, the Yanks should do anything they can to get that run in, make it 4-1. You need every run you can get. The Yanks don't generate runs.
They don't.
And what did LeCastro do? Did he bunt? No. Did he try to hit the ball to the right side? No. He struck out.
And I think that's the most foolish thing for a guy as fast as Tim Locastro. You got to be putting the ball on the ground and trying to leg that out. And even so, just try to get the one at home.
Here's
no matter
an idea.
What.
Here's an idea. What if the manager gave a bunt sign instead of leaving it up to the player?
Yeah, 100%. I don't think we've seen the Yankees bunt once this season. If I'm not 100% sure on that. We never see the Yankees bunt. I know that we're an AL team, but you never see the Yankees bunt. Okay? The Red Sox have probably bunted more times this season than the Yankees.
Name one time, one game this year where Aaron Boone did something that affected a win. A stolen base, a hit and run, a steal. A bunt, steal home, sacrifice. Nothing. He sits back and waits for the 3-run homer, and it doesn't come like you want it to come. And you know what? We're the Baltimore Orioles of this century. You hit 3-run homers, and guess what? You lose 3 out of 4 games when you try to play like that.
It's really sad. It really is sad, you know. And here we are, the All-Star break. Yankees 4th place. They moved into 3rd place though on the Houston Astros series, but with the loss of the other day, they moved back into 4th. So we're behind the Red Sox, Tampa Bay Rays, and the Toronto Blue Jays.
Oh my God.
Toronto Blue Jays, of all the damn teams, the Toronto Blue Jays.
We're closer to the Orioles than we are to the Red Sox. That's sad.
Yeah.
That's sad.
It is sad. And we're nowhere near a wild card spot. You know, you got to win games to make the wild card. And you know what, Yankees, I did the math, okay? If you do the math like how they did in Moneyball, Yankees need at least 100 to 105 wins to win the AL East and around 90 to 95 wins to get a wild card spot. And I did not even see the Yankees win in 87 games. I do not. If you do the math and use the Pythagorean theorem, the Yankees don't come close. They don't
sum it up, 3 things. Boone, gotta go.
Gotta go.
Cashman, gotta go. Hank Steinbrenner, get your head out of your butt, or you're gonna go.
Yeah, you're gonna go. I was gonna say gotta go.
He's gotta go.
Yeah,
Somebody's gotta go.
A lot of people gotta go. You know, and just one more note before we leave. Brett Gardner, it's time for Brett Gardner to retire. What has Brett Gardner has a 256 career batting average. Okay, let's just have that sink in. He's been on the Yankees his whole career.
He's been on a 1-year contract longer than some people have careers in Major League Baseball. Every year, it's his last year. It's his last year. And what's he bringing to the table?
Nothing.
Nothing.
I like Brett Gardner. He's a good guy, but he's done. He's done. He's done. He used to hit home runs frequently, and now he only has like what 2.
Every part of the Yankee process is broken. Yeah. Broken. You can't just blame the players. You got to hold the coaches and the general manager and the owner accountable.
100,
bottom line.
100%. Well, thank you, Larry K.